Xbox. Play Minecraft. I am again Survival Man, the wonderful survival guide, and I'm going to be playing, as you can see, the game that I'm playing is none other than Minecraft. So today I actually came up with a wonderful idea, okay? And that idea turns out that is part of the World of Teams. So yes, I am actually doing World of Teams Special Edition. Okay? And to keep in mind, if you guys are looking out for those cards, please keep track of what cards are found and which ones are not found, so that you know which ones are not been found, and so that you know what it might be coming or not coming, okay? Just keep that in mind. But I'm not going to say the answer after the last card, because you guys are probably going to leave them in the comments of what the answer is, because I want you guys to figure out the answer for that. Okay? That's on you, not me. And I will tell you when the last card will be revealed. Okay? But I'm not going to say when the card will be in and when the card will be at a certain time of the video, because that will basically, you'll be waiting at that particular time of that video that will describe what card will be coming in. But as of right now, it could be random, like you won't know it's coming. So like I said, keep an eye out for them. Okay, that's all you gotta do. So all you gotta do is keep track of what's found and what's seen, and then you can keep track of what's been revealed, and you probably would know the answer after it. So the last card that will be revealed, leave in the comments after it's been revealed, so that you can tell me what your results are, and if it matches my answer, I might do a special video of those winners. So this is a competition. So remember, keep an eye out for those clue board cards. Keep an eye out for them. Like I said, keep an eye out for them. All right. Now, as you can see, that we personally build in the last special edition World of Teams of Minecraft, we built the Team Yellow, which is way up here, and you're gonna see that real quick here. And I calculated how much time my device can take for the time frame. I actually calculated more than I thought. So I am actually going to do one video to cover everything in one video, since I know my limit now. So you're going to see that limit not anytime soon, because I just started. So now, the team that I decided on doing, believe it or not, it's going to be Team Orange. Your questions are probably how you're going to build the Team Orange. There's nothing around you that's orange. Well, I have a very definite answer for that. So, I'm actually going to find a leveled out field that actually is large enough for me to put this in. Because as you can see, I'm flying around right now trying to find a definite spot that might help me in this case. And here's Team Lime Green right here. Even though it's emerald blocks, but still. It's Team Lime Green. Here's Team Red right here. And then beyond that is Team Blue right here. And let's see. I know I did Team Blue, or light blue I should say, because it's made of ice. And here's Team Green right here. The one I made previously. And here, if I can find a field here, that actually is a little bit better than what I'm expecting. I think right here might do really well. I think. Not 100%, but it might work. Actually, it might. Alright, this might work. This right here. Okay? Now, the best way I would say of doing this is putting blocks higher. One block higher than the originals that you originally see here. So, since it's going to be Team Orange, so the colors you definitely are going to need are, I'm going to name them so that you can see. Orange, Hardened Clay. You're going to see why I picked that. Okay? And you're going to leave a 1 block deep and 3 blocks wide around this team base. Why? Well, I am not going to spoil it just yet because that won't be at the very, very end of this base that I'm going to be building. Okay? So then you are going to need some sort of protection on the outside of the ring. Now, how are you going to do that is the question. Well, I have an idea for that, actually, currently. Unfortunately, there's multiple ideas that I can actually show you, but can't tell you what those items would be. But you will see what items I will be putting in, so you could see that. But I'm going to name the items as I go. So, there's multiple ways of getting your protection area very well protected. Well, I have one very definite way of protection, I should say, is a dispensers. Okay. The reason why I said dispensers is because, one, they can shoot out arrows, and you can use that as your defense, so that anything around you, like monsters for example, if they get inside your base, don't worry, because you have a death trap right within the ring itself, so that either way they won't be able to climb or go across, but they will still try to, but unfortunately that they will try to get across, but they will die within the time by they get to you. So it's a lot easier. Why did I say they will die? Well, that's why I said I'm going to save it for the last thing to do. Okay? Now, you are going to get dispensers. Okay? And believe it or not, you're going to need a lot of them. Believe it or not, you're going to need a lot of them. Just as your protection. And you're going to need a lot of arrows, which I'm going to leave that out for now until I actually do place the dispensers right where they need to be. Okay? But now, you're going to make a ring that is big enough to your standards. My standard as of right now is not very very big, but your standards will be probably approximately a little bit bigger than that. So just keep in mind that the bigger it is, the easier it is to attack. Okay? So all I can say is that the bigger the ring, the more definitive your base on the inside can be. So just remember, that's how big it's going to get. Okay? This, as far as I'm going to go, is big. Okay? Now, you are definitely going to leave a 3, like I did here. A 3 block wide by 1 block deep, or so-called 1 meter deep and 3 meters wide, but going around a ring just like this. So make sure it actually does line up. So that makes sure that if you're doing this, make sure it is a 3 by 3 in a corner, and then you're definitely going to place each block that looks promising to you. Like I did there, don't worry about it, because I just made a little mistake, but that's okay. Mistakes do happen. You just don't see it coming. Okay? Now, you are going to put like that here, get rid of that, this here, and place just like a little scissor-like effect. So you're going to do the same thing like this. Okay, don't mind me. I'm just hitting blocks as I go. Now you're going to do the same effect, but except that it has to look like an actual scissor effect first, so that each time that if you get this wrong, it might not look very good. So if it's better for you guys to mine every single block that's there, like what I'm doing here, and placing afterwards, that might be easier for you. But there are some people that are different than that. Okay? So just remember, there are some people that are a little different, and I don't blame them. They like to do blocks like placing them as they go. So like mine, place, 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 mine, place. So something like that, where they take away the block and place right away. But me, unfortunately, I'm the opposite, where I take every single block that is there. So like I said, I take everything that's there and just leave, and I place the blocks as I go. So when I finish one section, I go each block that takes each time, I just keep going until I run out of blocks to mine. And then what I do is just leave it like that. So then it's not very definitive, okay? So it's not very big, okay? Don't worry about it. It's not that bad. Alright? Now, question is now, how are you going to have a little bridge to protect yourself within the premises? Well, I can answer that. So you're going to place a pistons underneath this little section here, but no matter where you put it, make sure it actually lines up perfectly so that it makes a definite turnaround. Okay? Now, and if you made a mistake, believe me, things could happen. Trust me, things could happen. So now, the reason why I did it like this, well, you're going to see why that is. So you're going to need redstone, dust, number 1. sticky pistons, because pistons and the blocks you're going to use is not going to fall. So they're going to stay put if you use the pistons. So sticky pistons are the best option for this. So that allows your enemies, so-called zombies, creepers, all that. And if they see your base, you're protected either way. My opinion, I should say. So I would say sticky pistons are the last things you place. Okay? Don't worry about it. Because you're going to see what's going to be placed here. So then you're going to go up here, place pistons facing upward. Okay? And then the block that you recently placed there, that's only if you mined it with a pickaxe, and then you have 6 of the same item. You're going to replace them on top. And then what you're going to do is now, believe it or not, is going to place grass block on top of it. Why do I say you're going to do that? Well, unfortunately, you're going to see the difference of what's going to be taking place. Okay? Now, you're going to place a piston, or actually a lever right here, because why? 3, 2, 1, and this is why. Whoa! Okay, I did not expect it. So, that was kind of random. Oh, I see what I did. Alright. The reason why it's not working is because you see why. So then you're going to mine these sections right here on each side, so that each area is powered. Okay? So you're going to go 2 blocks wide and get rid of the redstone that you just placed, and I know this is 100% working machine. I know it's 100% because you're going to place, or if you have not used or have not baked these, it's very easy to make. You need just redstone torches and I'm not 100% what other item, but I know for sure that you can. Oh, just give me a minute here. Wrong section here. Just give me a minute here. And helping options, settings, user interface, boom, boom, boom. Then take that away, bang, bang. And now, the redstone repeater. You're going to need a redstone, 2 redstone torches, 3 stone blocks, not cobblestone, actual stones, and 1 redstone. Okay? You need just those items to make 1 repeater. But you're going to need 6. So you need to 6 times the recipe. Okay? 6 times the recipe. Why? Because you're going to place them on 3 ticks. Okay? On every repeater. And then, what you're going to do is place redstone dust within the area itself. Now what you're going to do is now place it on top of every redstone that's there. Because you're not going to place any other block above it than just the actual color itself. Now, now I know for sure this is going to be a working machine. So then I'm going to place And see what I did? So now I'm going to place blocks right here. And then I'm going to place, whoops, a redstone dust here. And then I'm going to place the actual block. That's only if you have enough of these. Okay? So this is your little path here. Bam! So now you have a nice little nifty little ring here. Okay, so this is a 4 by 1 meter deep, but you're going to place your base on top of that premises, but leaving the lever there so that you have a way to get out and in. So now, reason why I did it like that is because, one, there's something that's going to be inside the ring that will protect you from getting your enemies getting into you. So now you're going to build a little nice little hut. And it's going to be on these little stilts. Okay? And it's going to be up a little bit, which is not too bad. Okay? So it's going to be a 4 by 4 flooring. Okay? But it's not going to be that bad. So you got to have enough room, which I'm going to place just a little ledge right there so I can go around it. Okay? Now, anything around you, don't worry about them. Don't hurt any animals because they're not going to do anything right now. Because if you're doing this in creative, don't worry about them. Even though they get annoying. Yes, they do. They do get annoying. Yep, annoying as they are. But you know what? Just keep on building and just keep on going. Don't mind what's around you because, one, it could lead potentially something you don't want to be a part of. Especially if monsters are around. If you're doing this in creative, they don't do nothing. I mean, seriously, they don't do nothing. Not at all. Now, the reason why I did windows like that, because you're going to see where the floor is, or the opening is going to be. Now, I'm going to place blocks like this, but believe it or not, I have not yet done this effect yet, or this effect of these huts yet, which I'm actually going to place, let's see here, let's see. Question is, how am I going to do this is the question. Because I think I have a way to do this because it's the only definitive way that I could say this is the smart way of doing this. Because I would say, yeah, see, it's not so smart. So, as you can see, it was a little bit of a As you can see, I'm just going to leave that right there for now until I know for sure it's going to work. But it might potentially lead somewhere else for right now. But I'm just going to leave it there for now. There. I might have to do a little bit modification for that, so just bear with me for right now, and it's going to look kind of similar to what I'm building here. Okay. as you can see, the effect that I'm making it into is going to be quite unique, but I never done this before. So if I'm doing something wrong, leave it in the comments below and I will somehow fix it. Okay? And like I said, just bear with me because it could potentially change. Okay? Okay, just bear with me for right now because it might change. Now I'm going to get rid of, and don't mind the noise in the background because I'm actually alone right now, as of right now, so don't mind anything around me. Okay, just don't mind anything around me because right now I'm actually currently, as of right now, I am by myself right now. So just bear with me for right now. And believe it or not, I will be okay. So, boom, boom, boom. And don't worry about placing things in the wrong spot because you can still get rid of them. Not a problem. And as you can see, the effect I'm giving it is something that I actually had in mind of what I want it to look like. Okay? Now, it's going to look like that on the outside. Now, the inside is what matters. Okay? Now, you're going to come over here, and what you're going to do is get rid of a block right here, and place a block here, here, and here. Okay, so you have a way to get inside. Now, just remember that if you want your base very, 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 very secure, I would say get a torch or anything that's brighter than anything you can think of. Okay? Why do I say that? Well, number one, monsters do spawn in darker areas. So underneath you won't be as safe because you will get here and you'll die. So I would prefer putting very, very bright light, if you can, that is. So, now, the next thing you're going to do is now getting some sort of ladder or some sort of item that allows you to go up. But I prefer ladders because, one, it prevents skeletons, because they do climb ladders. Okay? It prevents skeletons climbing up the ladder, but you are still protected in any kind of form. Okay? Now, if you actually look on the inside here, as you can see, that you can't place the torches on these blocks because these are the ladders, or these are these stairs, okay? You can't place anything on a stair block because I found that the hard way, alright? Now, placing a torch underneath each area here. So you're going to need a lot of torches, okay? Just keep that in mind. Now, the actual official nice little effect here, if I can stand up again. See here, and let me think of windows. Okay, windows. So this is Team Orange, okay? So now you're going to add Team Orange, the actual original color, orange stained glass pane. Okay? So it has a nice little orangey tint. Okay? When you're doing this, make sure you are well aware of your entry, because sometimes you will fall into your entry, and then sometimes if you're doing this, just remember, don't worry, you can still get back up. Okay? Now, and then after I do all of that, I'm going to get rid of, let's see, I'm going to need the torch. Well, see, I already have torches, so I don't need that again. I might need that at some point, and the dispensers. You're going to need those, because you're going to see where they're going to be placed. Now, the rest of the items, you're going to get rid of those. Or if you have leftovers, put them in your inventory for now. Or put them into a chest so that they're out of your hands, so you have more space in your inventory. Because you only have 27, including the 9 of your hotbar. Okay? Now, the next thing you're going to grab, if you're doing this in creative, none other than lava bucket. Why do I say lava bucket? Does anybody have an idea? Where do you think I'm going to put this lava bucket at? Where do you think I'm going to put this lava? Well, I could definitely tell you exactly where it's going to go. But before I do any of that, don't mind my screen. And in the meantime, while it does that, since it's going to take a little bit, I'm going to take a little bit of drink break. Refreshing. It really is. Alright, so now, since the autosave is out of the way and out of the question for another 30 minutes, well, guess what? So now, now on to what I'm doing here. And yes, I only have approximate about roughly less than 20 minutes here now, since I know my actual limit that I'm going to stick with, and it's going to stay that way, so that I know I can finish one project in one video. So this, you're going to actually, if you're doing the creative, if not, you want to be invisible, which that you can use that from your host options only if you have them enabled. You go to your gamer tag and click the invisible, which makes you become, you're invisible and you now are invulnerable, which means that you won't get hit, you won't be seen, you won't get damaged, none of that. Even if you fly up as high as you can go, like the sky is the limit, and then just disable the fly, nothing at all. You won't get hurt. Now, if you had that off, you die. Only if you're lucky enough to land in the water. Believe me, you get lucky. But if you're not so fortunate landing on the land, good luck. That's all I can say. But besides all that, I'm going to actually make myself uninvisible since I'm not in survival. So, bear with me here. As you can see where I'm placing the lava here, and yes, it's going to take a while to place it there, so you're going to give it some time just to adjust where it needs to be. And make sure you do not place it anywhere else other than this area itself. Like I did here. So I'm going to actually get the block that I have currently, place it here, get rid of it, and continue on. So anywhere you see movement, you're going to place a block there. And wherever you think is definitive where it's leading you to. Make sure you place it in the right spot. Otherwise, it might not work very well for you. But unfortunately, when it comes to the bridge and the pathway that it leads to your entry, don't worry about it. It's going to have that effect where it goes in instead of out. So you're going to hit that, and now see, the bridge is up, but now this is what happens. Okay? So that you have that wave effect going inwards. So that if your enemies go into that wave there, they're stuck in there for a little bit and they die. So just don't worry about that little section there. But I'm actually going to fix it since I'm in creative here. I'm going to fix that. But I'm going to leave it just like that for now. And then the next thing you're going to do is get rid of the lava bucket as much as possible so that you won't deal with any chaos. Other than that. So now you need the, if I can grab it, there it is. Now, you need the dispenser. Now, why do I say dispenser? Well, here comes this nice little nifty little effect. Okay? Now, you're going to have it facing outward, but leaving the corners. Okay? You're going to leave the corners. Instead of having them facing upwards, because I don't know if it's going to allow it to angle it to any other direction. But what if it lands in the lava? Too bad, so sad. But now, since you have a bridge here, now you're going to pull that up with the lava. Now, if you're doing this in creative, make sure you replace the lava. Okay? And then you got to have like a nice little area, or I'm trying to think of a way to make a lava machine, because it will be a lot easier to get more lava, because it's hard to replace it like this. Believe me or not, because this is hard to replace when it does go back to this, as you can see in my screen here, that it's doing that wave effect again. Now, I'm going to replace it just with that. Okay? Now, what you're going to do is have a secretive chest without the range of your arrow archery defense. Okay? Now, the only problem is that if you want a lot of this lava stuff, make sure you have a big chest hidden within your base, so that it does come down to here at some point. Okay, but it's not gonna be a whole lot. But believe me, it's gonna, if I can find the entry here, and it's right here. Now, I'm actually going to show you the easiest way to make, believe me or not, this is the only definitive way that I could say that is the easiest way that I would say, in my opinion, I should say is the easiest. So you're going to need, let's see, you need 4 chests. And you're going to combine the 2 to make 2 large chests. And you're going to need, see, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 hoppers, or 6 at the most. And then you're going to place them just like this. Okay, just believe it. Just go with me here. You're going to place a chest up there and make sure you can open it. Okay, and if you can't, remove it and put it somewhere else. Okay, the reason why I did stairs for the roof so that you can open the chest within above you. Now, before you actually do place the hoppers within the thing here, you're going to place a set of 9 lava buckets, just like that. Now you're going to do the same. You're going to repeat the process here. Okay, you're going to keep repeating the process again and again and again and again. Okay, until the there. Now you're going to do the same. Like I said, you're going to keep doing this until the chest is completely full. 2 more rows. I believe I've got confidence enough to do this. So I'm almost running out of time here, so I want to make sure I want to do this very effectively so that it's... Whoa! I did not want to do that. Now, since I have 1 in my inventory, I'm going to place it in there. And now, since I had an extra, I'm going to add just 8. Okay? Now, you're going to place it in the chest. But if you didn't do the extra, you're going to need 9. But now, since the chest is full, ready to go, now, the best thing you're going to do, and this is yet going to be good. Okay? Now, you're going to need the chest here 1 last time, and you're going to have 2 left if you made 4 of these. Okay? And now you're going to do the same process again. Have lava within this too. So just remember that you're going to have a lot of this. Now the ones above you are going to drop down to within the hoppers. So just remember that you're going to fill up the chest up there. So each hopper can hold up to 5 for each one. So then you're going to add the number of amount that is within the chest that just came to the hoppers. Now the reason why I'm filling this is because all that up there is going to be filled into this, which means it's going to leave the hoppers empty and the chest above you empty. So I'm going to keep doing this until, okay, I'm going to keep doing this until, believe me, my controls, I'm not even looking at my controller, I'm just hitting random buttons. And that is not a good idea for me to do that, really. So I'm going to do this one last time. Since I didn't do an extra, I'm going to do one last row. And now, you're going to need the hoppers. Now, here's the tricky part. Getting the hoppers right where they need to be without mining the chest. This is why I said it's just a pain. So you're going to be in the crouch mode just to get this right. So then you're going to place it going down to the chest within. Now, since you have it there, now see there's 5 in each one, so that is a total of 15 altogether. Okay? So now you're going to place the hopper back in your inventory if you're doing this in creative. So you only need 3 hoppers since it's 1 meter. Okay? So you're going to need a set of 9 and then placing it yet again up in there. Now, you're going to need 6 more. Okay, leaving 3 out. And then there you go. You got a chest full of buckets of lava up there within the hoppers going down to this chest here. Now if I took that one, bam, it replaces it. Now, I'm going to place this in my inventory. Place it up in there. Bam. Not that hard, right? Don't mind my camera, because I just bumped my stand. But don't worry. Someone of mine actually fixed that for me so that it won't fall off and cause a ruckus. So, now, since I'm almost running out of time here, so I'm actually going to end it here, and I'm going to do part 2 of this so that you could see, or I'm actually going to leave it right here actually, because you can actually add the arrows in all the dispensers, and then there you go. But if you want me to show you how to activate them, I'm going to do that in part 2 of this team base of Team Orange. And then again, I am Survival Man. None other than your wonderful survival guide. And I'll catch you guys in the next special edition Minecraft World of Teams. Catch you guys later.